Hi, this is Heather. I'm going to walk you through the basics of how to do the Audition Lab exercise. I'm going to have all of the steps also put up on this file here in Blackboard. But I'm also going to do this video to walk you through them in case you need extra or you just want to hear a video instead of reading the directions, okay? So the first thing you need to know is that you're going to download audio files from the Blackboard site that you're going to use in the course of this lab exercise. So you can see all the files are right here, and you will download them and put them into a folder and label it something where you know how to find it when you get over into Audition. Okay, so I'm going to go over to Audition. You see here there's the interface set up. We are going to start a new multi-track session, and I'm going to, you want to name it your last name, okay, Audition Lab, okay, and you want to save this somewhere that you will again be able to find it. So I'm going to browse. I'm actually going to put it in my demos folder because I know where to find it then. These are the settings that you will want to have: 48,000 Hertz, 32-bit float, and stereo. So we're going to say OK, and now that session is open. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to import those sound clips that you've downloaded. So I'm going to find them for me here, and I actually have them saved somewhere, not all that convenient, but it's in Adobe, here, and I've got them in this lab exercise folder. So these are the clips. I can actually highlight them all and open, and here they are. One of them has opened here in the waveform editor, and you can see you've got all of them. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to lynda.com. I've got that set up right here. Okay, and you're going to do the chapters here under 5, cleaning and repairing audio. Now the first video here, using the spectral frequency display, you don't have a video that goes along with that in your downloads, so you're just watching that to understand what that display is and what you're going to use it for. Then you will see that there is a file for each of the other videos in the tutorial that you will be doing. So there's removing pops and clicks, there's a remove pops file. Remove noise, you get the idea. Okay, so you've uploaded everything into Adobe Audition. You then come over here and you follow along with these tutorials to change these clips and repair them. Okay, so I'm just going to open this remove pops clip, and I'm going to go to our spectral frequency display, and I'm just going to pause for a second while I do a little bit of work, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I did a little bit of work that you're going to do when you're following along with the tutorials, and I took out the clicks that they take out during the tutorial. But on the remove pops one, there are a couple of clicks down further in that clip that they don't take out during the tutorial on Lynda. I'm going to ask you to please take out all of the bad clicks that are in that clip as part of this exercise. Okay? The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is make sure that after you have performed the tutorial and made sure the clip is clean and the way that you want it, that you save that clip. And you're going to go to Save As, and you see here it comes up. I want you to save it as the original title and then put fixed after it. Okay? Now, I'm going to say OK. And you're going to do that with each of the clips that you've downloaded from the Blackboard site. So I'm going to pause again and do that with all of these clips, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see over here now the clips are all saved as The original title plus fixed. Now, the next step that you're going to do for your lab exercise is you're going to re-import all of the original unfixed sounds that you had brought in earlier. Okay, so I'm going to come back here, and you can just see they're all lined up. I'm just going to bring them in. I'm going to use the command to just get the ones, because the fixed are already there. So I'm just going to bring those in, open, and you can see the ones that aren't fixed and then the ones that are fixed. Okay, so now you've got 2 times as many as we started with, and we're going to move into the multi-track editor and work with these. So go into the multi-track editor, and you've got your files, and what you're going to do is on track 1 you are going to put the unfixed remove pops, and then you're going to put the fixed removed pops. And then you're just, I don't care what order you put them in, as long as the unfixed and the fixed are together. Okay? Once you've done all of that, then you're going to record a voiceover that you're going to use to introduce the exercise, to introduce each clip that I'm going to be hearing when you've turned this in, and to close out the exercise. So you'll have some kind of closing like, that completes Heather Hartley's Audition Lab exercise. Thank you for listening, or whatever you want to put as your voiceover. Okay? Now, if you watched the recording video that I put up, you'll know that you can record in one of 2 ways. You can either create a new file and record your entire voiceover in the waveform editor, or you can come in here, create a voiceover track, and record your voiceover here directly in a track. So you'll want to make sure that you know how to do that. You can either go to the record video that I posted, and that is in this folder on Blackboard, or you can go to the tutorial on lynda.com. Okay? Okay, now you've got your, say you've got your timeline, everything, you've got the voiceover placed where you want it, you've worked to make sure that everything is tight, there's no spaces in between where one of your clips that you've worked on ends and where your voiceover starts. It's all perfect. And you're ready to save it one last time. And so I went ahead and I hit Command S, and this is what came up for me. And it says 1 or more media files used by this session are located outside the session folder. It's not a surprise, because after I created the session, I brought files in from the lab exercise folder. So I want to copy all of the media to the session folder. So you click yes. And it's located outside the session folder. You would like to copy this? Yes, please. Okay, so you're good now. So now I can take you out and show you where this material is. I can go and I can find where I saved it. Okay. And you'll see here is the Hartley Audition Lab session folder. Here's the session timeline itself, the multi-track session, and here are those imported files that are from this timeline. Mine are quite short because I haven't put them all in. Once you have done all of the different, removing the pop and removing the reverb and putting these in, you will have many more listed there. But that is good. And so what you're going to turn into me is this folder, and you can either bring it to my office hours and drop it on my computer, or I will be setting up a couple of folders in the lab on a couple of the computers where you can drop your final completed lab project, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, thank you very much. I'll talk to you later.